We are many. Those that live beyond the veil of darkness where nightmares are born. Sanity knows no bounds, and men's thrives on the suffering of the damned. Rot in the solace in the souls of the weak. We have taken refuge here among the mortals in hope of harvest for my innocence. Tread lightly in the search for the voices and stories of the departed, for in shadow hides the evil that lurks within. As the light dies and slowly becomes night, the realm of spirits rule the world. In the darkness of your mind hides your own hidden demons, and brings to life your deepest fear. Do you have what it takes to speak to the dead? Do you accept your own mortality in the search for life after life? Have you ever seen a ghost, spirit, or demon? Have the lights flickered, and the room became as cold as death itself? Maybe you have. Maybe it was your own subconscious preparing you for death. Come spend some of what's left of your own existence in our search for the answers that are hidden behind the veil. Shed off the blinders and open your mind's eye and listen to their stories. We are they. We are incarnate paranormal.
And what is up, everybody? How y'all doing? Hope you guys had a great Monday. I know for the most part I did. Busy day at work, good day. Out of the office most of the day, but coming up, don't know if there'll be a show tomorrow. As I say, Wednesday, Thursday, I will be out of town. So yeah, I'm going to try to do a show tomorrow. Monday, Tuesday, no show. Not only do I have to drop off the gear on Wednesday, come back Thursday, I have to go back up Monday and pick it up and bring it back Tuesday. It's just far enough to where I can't go up and back in the same day. Sucks, but it's what we do. It's part of the industry. Anyways, last night, great night in chat last night, by the way, guys. Thank you. We only had 2 weird sounds last night. One dragging sound and one rolling door. So, got those residual sounds out of the way. We stopped at hour 45 minutes and 40 seconds into Sims Recorder in the showers. We have about, 145... 15, about 20 minutes left on this section. Then we jump into section 2. Let's see if we can get some more EVPs. I don't know. We're sitting at 405, which means we need 460, or we need 65 more EVPs to beat the previous year. Let's see what we get. Turn that up just a hair on my side. A little too loud. Of course, that's investigators passing by. So yeah, nothing special yet. We're not going to get lucky and get one with 20 seconds in. And we better not start dropping frames this early. That's a rock being thrown. Sounds like a rock hitting concrete floor. And there's the cool thing is, Nevada State Prison is known for rocks to be thrown at you inside. A couple of TV shows have had rocks thrown at them in the upper cell blocks. And there's no way rocks could have gotten in there. So yeah, that's rocks. That's a rock being thrown. What's up, Deds? How you doing? But we're not going to count this. It's not definitive enough for me. Just hanging in. I get you. We started night 3 last night. Sims was in here with a friend. Yeah. We were wondering where you were at. Yeah, does he does have the rest of his head up under that cap. Explicit, how have you been? It's been a while. Good to see you. Yeah, we missed you too. We were just talking about you the other couple shows ago too. Yeah, we're doing well. Hope you have been too. The hell is that? I don't know what that is. That might be a bird. That's got to be a bat. Yeah, that's got to be a bat. I know we can't count that as evidence. So, what's new? Ghost drummer. What's up, David? What's new, Explicit? We haven't seen you in a while. What is new? Whatever it is, it's annoying. it just continues. Oh well. But I don't remember them being any bats in the shower room. Unless it's like right outside the door. Because that is a flapping sound. Yeah, I'm going to real quick. I'm going to. Save for Chris's just because. My guess is a bat. That's, again, all I've got on it. We've heard several other animals. We've heard burros, we've heard horses, we've heard birds, we've heard dogs, coyotes.
I want my duck!
Oh, thanks, TM. Yeah, I went through and changed all the channel points. I lowered them down. Thought they were a little too high. And I think I'm going to regret doing that, but oh well. Yeah, it's something with wings. Because you can hear the slapping. Is this all we're going to get for the rest of this section? Is just flapping? I swear, the weird shit we get on recorders. This was in the prison showers. Yeah, so yeah, let me see if I can find that video again real quick. I played it last night. Let me see if I can find it again. Yeah, this is where the recorder was left. This is all right, here we are, gentlemen. Previous year. back in the shower. So basically where you're seeing the recorder was left on one of these pegs on the back wall. This is one of the original showers of the prison. You can see the toilet there on the ground. So yeah, this is one of the original shower rooms. Of course, the shower heads are gone. After they removed all that, it became like a maintenance shed. So yeah, the recorder was left back here on the right side. This is the shower room. I was here last time with Brian and Angela. I was across the prison and you guys called my name. I've decided to come in here alone this time without them. So yeah, that's how big the shower room actually is. And sometimes there'd be like 20 or 30 people in there at a time. I don't know if that might be Chris in the background. Kind of sounds like his voice, but I am not 100%. Yeah, wall is a separated similar corner, which makes it a little more creepy. Yes, it is very creepy in there. Something happens because it's like a half a U or a long hallway followed by a short hallway. It's be tough if anything physically happened in there. See if we can clean this up. Okay, that's still a little wonky. Okay, let's see if this does anything. Like I said, I think this is Chris, but I'm not 100%. It's too far away. Debunk that. Oh well. And notice all of a sudden that flapping stopped.
All right, this is Brent with Incarnate.
Okay, that's the end of, I think that was going to pop up that fast. I thought we had a little bit more time on it. No, I don't want to save it. Let's get on to section 2. Like I said, I don't know how dead these are going to be. We only had 2 EVPs on, section 1. So this might not be much better. Let's get the amplifying done real quick. Usually takes a couple minutes. We all know this. Yeah. Again, Wednesday, Thursday, no show. Monday, Tuesday, no show. Like I said again, I'll be dropping off gear up to Big Bear, California. Then Monday, I got to go back and pick it up. So, good news is I get like a 100% bump in pay to go up. I only get my pay, but I get show pay and I get per diem. So, it's going to help because I got a couple bills that popped up. Can't complain when you make extra money. I don't mind going out of town, especially when you get that little pay bump. Okay, let's give that. Let's only give it 3. That should be plenty. All right. Let's see what kind of shit we're not going to find. One of the first freaking emergency vehicles we've caught. I think we've caught one other. And that's it. God, guys, there's not much at all. Holy shit. You sure that's not a DB Banshee? At this point, anything is possible. I really don't discredit much being at the prison. I don't. I got a shithead cat being nosy right now. Jack is a pain in the ass, especially the past couple nights. Wonder what he's going to do with me being out of town for 2 days. Say hi to everybody, Jack. Say hi to everybody. Yeah, he's good. Guys, I honestly think we've got a dead recorder. Okay, that's just the investigators. Nothing to get excited about. I don't even think we touched the showers on night 3. I think we just set the recorder in there. Shit. Might just be somebody outside. Gets to be tough when you get. I don't know. Is that saying son of a bitch? Stuck up bitch? Let's try to clean this up. Oh, shit. Wrong side. Dumb. See if that helped at all. Okay. Yeah, there's Susan and then there's something else, but it's so just distorted. Fuck it. Now that's Susan. I think it's one of the other investigators, and it just caught a weird echo. Yeah, 2 might be all we get. Jeez, look at all that silence. And an freaking airplane. More airplanes and traffic than evidence. We're not. This is not strange territory to us. Jesus. Yeah, we're not going to need to listen to all this recorder. I'll just tell you now. We're on a Bupkis recorder. So now, while this is playing, guys, we got to decide. We have one more section left on this recorder. Yeah, even if there's something, it'll be way too low. And I'm watching the frequencies here on the bottom. It's way too low for me, for even me to pluck out. And I've amplified it. We got to decide. We got one more section left of this recorder, but we got to decide what we're going to do next. We got Deads and D block. We got, well, we're not going to do culinary yet. We just really did culinary. We've got B2, which is last night's. We might save that for later, because last night's is always good evidence. We've got Building 6, which I'm looking forward to. Building 10. These are the buildings nobody else has ever investigated. Death Row, we'll save that. Building 12, which was Neil Pitney's or Doc's cells. Building 9. Building 7. The book warehouse, which I can say was probably going to be one of the dead recorders. I don't even think we went in there to investigate. I think we did for about 10 minutes. Building 8 and the courthouse. My H3VR, I didn't carry on night 3. I only carried the GoPro. So the only evidence we're going to have of something being carried around all night is my GoPro or Dead's H8 Portacapture. So like I said, I didn't carry a recorder third night. I didn't feel like it. And it gave us an extra recorder to have in another area that we didn't investigate the 2 previous nights. So is it possible to get something out of the courthouse? Yeah. I think we might. So we got to decide, do we want to do the courthouse, building 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, or 12? Or 6, 7, 8, 9, or 10? I'm thinking building 7 or 10. But kind of like to get what you guys think. Something we haven't listened to before. But just remember, we are going to have to listen to it even if there's possibly nothing there. And you're totally okay being the mule. Or being left alone. Just expect it this year. I was thinking 6, we can do building 10 next. Six, I want to save towards the end or at the halfway point, because that was probably the heaviest energy was in 6. 6 was nasty. It not only was it just the musty air in there, it was dirty energy. It was bad. A couple of the cells I had to fight to go into. Have the girlfriend with me, but yeah, I'll basically be alone. Yeah, she's going with Susan up to women's. That's going to be a given. We're going to use her as a guinea pig. And Susan's going to laugh. Susan is going to laugh. But Deads, I don't know if you caught the announcement for Goldfield. We're going to have access to 2 or 3 other buildings that we've never had access to before. Unfortunately, I can't tell what buildings they are. I've been subtly trying to prepare her for what's to come. Yeah, like I said, the only problem is I can't say. Even after we're back, I can't say what they are. It has to be Goldfield undisclosed locations. but they're only letting investigators in for 15 to 30 minutes at a time in like pairs, but they're allowing me to put a recorder in there all night. And it's never been investigated before. So I'm lucky to have the first. So if anybody ever comes around, hey, I investigated it. You weren't the first. Sorry. Oh yeah, what? No, you weren't. uh, Even if you figure it out, I can't tell you. This is because they are such good friends of mine in Goldfield. I couldn't tell you if I wanted to. And it's funny because one of the key holders was like, oh, Brent's coming up? Yeah, I'll go ahead and tell him he can set his gear in there for the night. I wish I could video it. Yeah, it's somebody in the background. That's, again, not evidence. Damn. Yeah, I need ample notice so I can hopefully get back into the hotel again. Which, and again, investigators strolling by. Uh, yeah, Goldfield is going to be a lot of fun. I get to see a lot of people I haven't seen in a while. Touch bases with other people who run other buildings up there. Yeah. Uh, it's going to open up a lot again. Open up a lot for us again. And here comes the slamming door. Can we at least get one EVP off this section? Huh. Oops, what am I doing? There we go. And section 3 is only 18 minutes, so once that we can figure it out, Deds, I'll get you a date. This one kind of popped up last minute, or kind of offered it where we didn't have a lot of time to plan. Shit. 2 months is almost last minute planning. We are going to try for the David Oman house in Los Angeles. That's right next door to where the Sharon Tate murders happened. We're going to try to get a hold of him next week. We're going to try also for the Pioneer Saloon in Good Springs, Nevada. That has been on Ghost Adventures. I have investigated it before. It's just tough to investigate because it's so small. So we're going back to some older places. getting our feet back in the door, because once you do, you're pretty much going to have the people helping you to get into other places. Which is kind of what I'm gearing for. You know, kiss babies and shake hands and don't get them mixed up. People look at you funny. Don't want to shake babies. No, bad thing. Thanks, David. You got me. You really got me on that one. Do think I want to redo the top of this screen though. I was waiting for a good look anyway. A good look away. Yeah. Kind of have to worry about Jack at my feet sleeping. He likes to fall asleep literally on my foot. Kind of sucks when your foot falls asleep. It's like, do I move the cat and just suffer, or do I move him and have him upset? He'll be upset. If he's asleep, he is not up his shenanigans. Good point. Nope. Definitely getting a cold streak tonight. Shit happens. Too much vibration and echo. It's been a typical Monday. Yeah, it has. And tomorrow is going to suck. I'm glad it's not raining here, because that would make tomorrow horrible. It's already gonna be bad enough as it is. One of our big venues that we rented gear to until like middle of August shut down abruptly, and the company who rented the equipment abandoned it on site and walked off the job. The entire venue shut down and left everybody's equipment in place. And we got to go in tomorrow and clear most of it out. Come to find out, the venue went bankrupt. So, Yeah, they just didn't notify anybody. Everybody just shut down, walked off, and didn't say a thing to anybody. Half the gear or the cabling to run the gear is buried underground. So now they have to find somebody to go in and dig all the cabling out. Go figure on that one. We got to go in and tear down all the LED walls, the speakers, lighting. We got to go get it all down somehow. Thank God I'm just driving. And tomorrow can't be too late for me because Wednesday, about 5 a.m., I'll leave for Big Bear. So they can't keep me 10 hours before, which means I have to be out by no later than like 6. Oops. One of those things, though, you never know when shit like this is going to happen. Yeah, a lot of these concerts get canceled just out of the blue. Singer gets sick, gets injured, some bullshit comes up, and they got to cancel the rest of their dates. But like with this was a venue that just fucking nonsense. But hey, that means overtime for me. That means a lot of extra work for me. So like you guys see, we're just getting bupkis. All right. I don't know, guys. Maybe it's just meant to be tonight to where we're not going to get much. It's happened many times before, but tonight just seems like it's that. It's like it is like fishing. You ain't lying there. You never know when you're going to get a bite. But that's all right. It's all right. It happens. We went through this night 1. We went through this on night 2. We're going to go through it again. I guarantee there's at least 2 or 3 more recorders we're going to have to do this with. If there are no fish, they will not bite. Yeah, you ain't lying on that. But at least we got 2 pieces of evidence. I guess that's better than none. It was weird, but it was evidence. Is that whistling? Yeah, nobody whistles. Nobody whistled on that investigation. So, guys, we actually have evidence here. We got evidence. Well, we're going to mark this. Let's get this saved. And thinking about it, this isn't the first time on this investigation where we've gotten whistling. Okay, we've got investigators in the background, but that whistling was coming from too close. Maybe it was trying to get their attention. I don't know. Yeah, TM, I counted that. I think I just put it as an unknown. Uh, that's Susan talking. You took the one not where it continued longer away. I can, like I said, I was gonna see what Chris and Chris, Joe, and Susan said, and the docent said. We can always go back and add. But remember, it was pretty much the same sound. If I remember, it was close to the same sound, and saving the same sounds. You almost have to. It was the first days you were here. Yeah. Saving the same sounds over and over. We did that a little bit on my very first investigation of door sounds, and I think some of them could have been debunked, but it gets to be people. You kind of get looked at funny when you're saving the same sounds. So it's nothing against you or anybody else. We saved it once. We don't need to do it again. And I think I made the notes that repetitive sound, which I'm almost positive I did. Again, nothing out of the ordinary. Just investigators walking by. Unfortunately, this happens. I don't think it was you can hear when others walk close to the recorder, but there was no footstep around. Yeah. And we've gotten footsteps when nobody was in there. Because you can hear people walking in. And they're walking right by the door. And that's wild when you hear voices and no footsteps. I absolutely love that. When you, all of a sudden, it's like it's standing right next to the mic. And it's like, nobody walked in. The hell is that? It's like, you get that feeling of satisfaction as an investigator when you get something just talking directly into the mic and nobody was in the building. It's like, yep, I'm one bad motherfucker. And we're looking at like no more evidence, I don't think. It's slim pickings on this recorder. Yeah, the other investigators are lingering souls. Out of Phoenix, Arizona, love them to death, great bunch of people. Fun to investigate with, though the younger investigators do tend to jaw away too much. Although lock, sound, or metal can be natural heat up and down. Natural heat. As cold as it was for the investigation, some of it yes, some of it no. It was cold. I know heat and cold expand and contract metal. Certain areas of the prison, it doesn't get hot in there. It's cold pretty much year round. But Chris, or it's not cold, but it's not hot either. I know Chris said in June it gets or in September it is a little warm in the prison, but it's not like hot. I'm looking forward to see what we can get over this weekend. A lot of things I want to try because of when we're investigating. If we got the correct areas, I'm going to see if we get some EVPs. And I really hope we can. Cars on the highway. So we might take the showers off the list for this year. Depending on how 6, 7, 8, 6, 7, 8, and 10, depending on how they do for this year, analyzing it, we're going to probably maybe stick to the main cell block. No, There is a museum in Carson City that has a lot of the original stuff from Nevada State Prison, like the original chair from the gas chamber, the original lethal injection table, and a lot of other stuff in there. So no, it's a historical location. Deads, I don't know yet. We've only got 3 EVPs in 6.5 hours. So you use your judgment. Wherever you want to put the recorders, you put them. Wherever your feeling is going to be active, I want you this year to use your gut. For like the main ones, we know where to go. But if you want to do something obscure like the showers or somewhere else, if you feel it's going to work, do it. I'm not going to help you this year on setting up recorders. We're just going to, if you want to put something somewhere, I can put it somewhere else. I know I want to do A, B, C, and D this year, as well as women's death row and execution. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. Probably won't do 13. But I want to spend more time physically investigating certain areas and spending a good amount of time in there. Like Pitney's cell, Doc's cell, where Lingering Souls got attacked. I'm going to spend a lot of time alone in these areas. But as far as setting recorders, I haven't fully decided. Because remember, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I have 14 recorders just by myself to set up. And you have 3, maybe an extra one, plus 3 GoPros and your GoPro. We'll make that decision. If you walk by an area and be like, I don't like this, put a recorder. And that started over and I didn't even realize it. So guys, yeah, we finished Sims. Absolutely nothing for the most part. You got that sinking feeling in a few places. Then, like I said, use your gut. I'll use building 6 for an example. If I put something in A and you feel something in D, put something in D. If we have 2 recorders in the same building, so be it. You know, who's to say we're both not going to catch something? We always do 3 in execution. You know, last night's cells, execution door, and viewing. Then death row and women's right there in the same area. That's 5 within, 500 to 1,000 square feet. So it's all basically what we're going to feel. We literally are done with Sims. And that is a little disheartening. I was expecting more out of that. So we said we were going to do Building 10 next. Where was that? That's Book Warehouse. That's Building 8. That's Building 7. Building 9. Building 12. Eventually I'll find it. Death Row. Building 10. That's Milkweed. So we got loaded up. And that is, well, okay. And there's a lot of freaking activity here. We might actually get something on this recorder. Do we want to make any predictions to EVPs in Building 10? Out of 6 hours. Let's see. Run an experiment. What do you want to do in culinary? I'm actually curious what you want to do in culinary. Because this should be interesting. You think 20? Damn. Hold that number when we get the vocal enhancing done. I'll scan through it real quick, and then we'll try to gauge it from there. 27 EVPs off one recorder, and in a standalone recorder, in a static recorder. That would be something. So we've got a lot of potential areas here. There's actually quite a bit of activity here. Considering there's a lot of fucking shit in here. There's a lot of spikes. Damn. And that's just on the first section. I'm going to see if, okay. See if the girlfriend can stir something up. That's cool. If it's all bat flaps, I doubt it. So David says 27. I'm going to say 14. Deads, TM. You guys have any predictions for building 10? Let's see if we can guess here. Let's see if we can get a close guess. TM, I don't know. But there is a lot of spikes in here. And one of the ovens. Probably not Deads. I don't think that I think that'd be a waste. We can put it back in the kitchen. I see where you're going with this because I asked the question, was somebody put into an oven? We can put a recorder back near the ovens and try it that way, but I think putting it in the oven would be a total waste. So if we put it on one of the kitchen counters there right near it, I think that'd be just as good. TM, Deads, any predictions for building 10? Explicit, if you're still in here, would you like to make a prediction too? I'm not going to start until you guys want to or not. I think it'd be, I think we're going to get a few out of this. There's no prizes or anything. All the late Snickers, even no food left, right? Let's building 10. Is that where Todd got attacked? No, that was 11. It was 9 or 11. 10 was on the left side. 10 was where 6, 7, and 10. So I think we're gonna. I think we're gonna.
In here over in the there. That's one we're at the EVPs.
All right, this is Brent with Incarnate Paranormal, Nevada State Prison, Visit 3, Night 3. This is Milkweed Recorder being left in Pod 10, Cell B on the or B block on the table. There we go. Good. Make sure you're recording. You're recording. Good.
And we've left the building. Or I've left the building. Mind you guys, this is still just setup. Like I said, being that we have not done this building before, I don't want to jump around even if there's silence, because we don't know the patterns of this building just yet. And the patterns could be all over the place for all I know. And if we got 27, that'd be close. I think the record is like in the 20s from one recorder for one night. I think the record's like 30. No, it's not. TM, building 10 is, hold on. Faces, there we go. Building 10 is up here on the hill. Building 10's like right here. No matter what, we're going to hear traffic. Nevada State, a highway runs right past Nevada State Prison. So we're going to hear traffic no matter what. We're never going to escape it. Attack. Building 12 is a given, Deads. Yes. We are going to do Building 12 again. Because I want to go back and provoke Pitney. I am going to spend some time alone and freaking rattle Pitney. Oh, you're going to be Deads. I guarantee it. But let Susan take her around first. Because I think she'd have more fun with Susan. TM, again, Susan is one of the docents. Susan takes care of the prison. She helps clean it, maintain it, do some repairs. She's the one who helped me out on my first investigation. So yeah, the spirits have made friends with her. They're very familiar with her, and they communicate with her all the time. So it's never a danger. I don't know if that's singing or what that is. It sounds like military almost. Sounds like left, right, left. Okay, let's get some, okay. No, Susan's nowhere near. TM, at this point, I'm still setting up gear. It's got to figure we're 3 minutes into this recorder. It's not even 4:45 in the evening yet, or afternoon. Susan's still down in the office. Let's see. That made it worse. I'm not sure. I'm hearing a voice. But it's too distant. I don't think this is coming from inside the building. Yeah, we're going to debunk this. Way too distant. We're definitely getting some sounds we haven't gotten before, which is freaking cool. It definitely sounds like it's turning out to be like Death Row was, or not Death Row, execution viewing night 1 of this investigation, were just constant door sounds. Okay, that's inside. This is coming from in here. You got the what the fuck look. Yeah, the cell door sounds. You would definitely get the what the fuck look. as much gear as we're going to have spread out through this prison, we should not miss anything. And those door sounds just keep getting weirder and weirder. Now, here's the thing I'm wondering. If we sat in there with nobody else around, are we going to hear this? Or is this all residual? Because as much time as we spent at investigating some of these buildings, we never heard the doors. We never physically heard the doors. Only thing we heard was in 11 with the dome settling, or the wind had hit the dome and it sounded like the cell doors rattling. That's one of the only things we. What's up, Grinch? How you doing? Doing good, thank you. We're on to the second recorder on night 3. We're doing good. This is up in building 10, one of the ones we've never investigated before, so we're hoping to find a buttload of evidence. But technically, we've only had one EVP tonight, and that was whistling. Not really much to write home about, but at least it is actually evidence. Getting a lot of weird door sounds. But if we don't get any evidence, if we don't get any evidence on this recorder, we blame David. Because he's the one who chose 10. I gave the room a chance to pick the next recorder. I said, I want to save 6 till the end. He goes, okay, let's do 10. And he predicted 27 EVPs off this recorder. So if we don't get anything, he's wrong on 2 accounts. which still makes him a better investigator than Zach Bagans. Oops. And I'm joking when I say that, of course. And this coming up might be Birds. And I'll be honest, I resubscribed to Discovery Plus just to watch some freaking GA episodes. Yeah, I did. Don't put David in charge of anything. Well, we're only 12 minutes into the recorder. He's still got about five hours and some odd minutes left to redeem himself. New show is out, same BS. Yeah. But they're getting away from the demonic, which is good. Like I said, Birds. Maybe they found out less Catholics were watching. I don't think they had many Catholics watching to begin with. At least no devout. What you're doing is abomination. It's contacting the devil. No. And I find it funny to where, you know, every investigator that watches the show, or the majority of the investigators, they wait to see where GA is going to go next so they can go investigate it and pay top dollar to do it. And they don't hesitate about doing it. They don't hesitate about shelling out $500 to $1,000 to go investigate a building for 4 or 5 hours. It's like going, you need 7 or 8 hours, if not more, to do it right. You know, I'm going to go in for 30 minutes to get all the evidence I'll ever need. We've seen how much that fails here on this show. But I got all the cool gadgets. The fuck? Yeah, that they do more acting than investigating, and that's most investigators nowadays. And I'm not even afraid to say that. Okay, there's a door opening and then talking. But I can't make it out. It's distant. I don't think we're going to get anything unless it's right next to the recorder. This is distant, so it's going to be tough. It's too far away. Just too damn far. Shit. guess I just don't know. It's too far away. You're counting these to your 27. Now, we can't confirm or deny if that's not picking up from the building next door. We cannot definitively say that's an EVP. Motherfucker. You didn't define it. Well, we define EVP as counted evidence. You're killing me, Smalls. It's Dead's next door, frickin' Dead's. Are you trying to triangulation sound? Doesn't hurt. We don't honestly know, and that's a bad thing unless it's in an earshot. We just can't honestly give it credit. As much as it pains me knowing that that's 80% chance that's an EVP, we just can't count it. And again, these freaking doors. And we got about another 3 minutes in the show tonight. We're going to hit the 20-minute mark on this recorder. But I'll go ahead and say tomorrow night is going to be a short show, more than likely. Because, like I said, Wednesday I got to leave town. Wednesday, Thursday, no show. Then again, Monday and Tuesday, no show. So if I don't have to work this weekend as well, Saturday I'll do like 2 shows to make up for Wednesday and Thursday. Do like a morning show, then an evening show. Then Sunday, maybe 2 shows. I don't know yet. I don't know how work's looking. But we're getting into a very, very busy time right now. Yeah, and David, I agree with you there. Next time they'll be more familiar with me because that was the first time leaving a recorder in that building. I think next time will be better. But we're gonna, aside from the main spots, all 3 nights we're gonna break up the recorders a little differently. We're going to try, aside from death row, culinary, execution, Pitney, dock, might try more centralized locations, like actual cells. Definitely going to go back up to C. Might do B, C, and D as well. We're definitely doing C block. We got some good EVPs out of there past 3 years. I don't know. We still got around 100 days to go. Actually, closer to about 100 days. All right, guys. Unfortunately, we got one EVP early on in the show, and that was whistling. We had 3 total EVPs on Sims Recorder. That it took us up to 406, which means we have 64 EVPs to go to beat the previous year. We're going to beat that easily. We just got to get to where we're going to get a recorder with some substantial evidence. It's either going to be 6 or 10, in my opinion. I don't know. We'll see. We still got a long way to go. So we'll see how it goes, guys. I truly thank you guys for being here. TM, David, Grinch, Deads, Explicit. Anybody else I'm forgetting? Thank you guys so much for being here, spending an hour and a half of your life analyzing the paranormal. Hope you guys have a great night. God bless, and I'll see you soon. Thanks again.